Hi YouTube, it's Lena and I'm here today with the This is Pantasy 2.0 Project Pan. That's why I'm wearing the horns again. Maybe this time I'll remember to wear them every time. Probably not, but maybe. Anyways, so this is being done in conjunction with the Pantastic ladies. They are a Facebook group, you don't have to be a lady to join, that I will link down below. I know not everybody's in the Facebook, so totally understand that. I really only use it for this, honestly, and keeping in touch with like my sister and my cousins. That's it. But it was created by Allie. I will be linking her down below. You can either update this monthly or bi-monthly, so every other month. I will be updating this probably every other month. I haven't totally decided yet. It probably depends on how much progress I have in November as to whether or not I will decide if I need to update this every month or every other month. But it's probably going to be every other month. So this starts on October 11th and it goes to October 11th of 2023, which sounds like a made-up year to me, but here we are. And the reason why it starts on October 11th is because October 11th is National Mythology Day, which explains the horns, explains the props. It's all explained. Now, we have 21 new prompts, but if you didn't do this last year, you can do all the ones from last year as well. So you will have up to 42. Now you can do this roll-in style. You can pick as many as you want to start with. I am an idiot, so I am starting with all of the 21 new prompts. It's because I hate myself, guys. It really is. I don't do this with every project pan, but for some reason, if we can get one with if we can get even a rolling one with under 25 prompts, I usually just go ahead and throw them all in. Just like I said, I hate myself. I want to punish myself, apparently. Now, some of these products were actually in my original This is Pantasy that I did not finish. I did not roll everything in here because some things are still going to finish this month because there's so little left in them. But some things are carrying over, but a lot of stuff is stuff that is new to a project. So I hope this will still be interesting for you. So starting at the top of the list, first we have Banshee, which is a female spirit in Irish folklore who heralds the death of family members, usually by screaming, wailing, shrieking, or keening. And the prompt for this is a product that makes you scream. This can be screaming in a good way or screaming in a bad way. This one makes me scream in a bad way because of the packaging. It is the Garnier Futrice Pure Clean Hair Reset Hydrating Serum for Dry Scalp. Now, this is nice as far as a scalp serum is concerned. It works great. I wish the packaging wasn't absolute garbage because it only comes out through this itty bitty little hole right here, and while it's really liquidy, that would be fine. But trying to use this while my hands are wet and while my hair is wet, it ends up slipping out of my grip. Even though it has like a little grip up here that you would think would help with that, but it doesn't. Now, I could transfer this into another bottle. If I could find one around that works for it, I might do that. But for now, I have it still in its original packaging and it is starting right here. So we got a ways to go on that one. Next is Bigfoot. Commonly referred to as Sasquatch, an ape-like creature said to inhabit the forest of North America. And the prompt itself is a product made in the USA. Now, I actually struggled with this one because some products I have don't say where the hell they were made on the back of them. It's kind of annoying. But this one worked, so I chose it. It is the Wish Vanilla Bean Lip Scrub, and it says somewhere on here, because I know I didn't make it up. Oh yeah, it says right here on the back, made in the USA. Now, I had a hard time trying to see through this because the product was like everywhere because I used it today. My best guesstimate is that it is right here. So, got a ways to go, but that's fine. We'll deal with it. Next is Boogeyman, a mythical creature used by adults to frighten children into good behavior. Creature or something similar that can be... The creature or something similar can be found in many cultures around the world. Just general Boogeyman. I think that's evil to do to children, but what do I know? I don't have children. And the prompt is a product that you can find everywhere you go. Now, this is a little bit up to interpretation. I chose a brand that, if I could find the product, I might have lost it. No, I didn't lose it. It's over here. I had to move some things around because I filmed my finale for the original of this and I had to clear off my area. But I went with a brand that pops up in like every department store, specialty store for makeup that I can think of. And that is NARS, because I also just want to really move this out. I won this in a giveaway last year. It is the NARS Laguna bronzer. I think this was actually part of the birthday gift from Sephora last year. But NARS is not a terribly hard brand to buy as long as you're willing to pay the price for it. This is brand new. I have never used it. I might have swatched it. It looks like I've at least swatched it, but I have not worn this on my face. Now I panned another little mini. It was like one of the more rectangle minis, the old ones that they used to have, many moons ago. I remember liking it okay, but it is kind of a shimmery little bronzer. Quite frankly, it's a little bit more shimmery than I even remember. But I mean, I think it'll be okay. But the sooner I can get this finished up, the happier I'll be. Next is something I'm probably mispronouncing, but we're gonna roll with it. It is Cacus. Cacus. I don't know. A fire-breathing giant and the son of Vulcan, killed by Hercules, lived in a cave, living on human flesh, and would nail the heads of victims to the doors of its dwelling. That's metal. Okay, and the prompt is a fire-related product, and I chose actually something with dragon on it, because dragons, depending on your type of dragon, obviously can breathe fire, so worked for me. I actually panned a different thing from this line last year. It is the Rhodile Dragon's Blood Eye Gel. Now, this is one of those things where you have to like, it's got this thing where you like press it down and it pumps out product. I kind of hate that packaging, but I do understand that some people really like it because it's very hygienic. The thing is though, is that when it stops pumping, you have to twist it off and stick your finger in there anyway if you're gonna get everything out. And the only times that I like to break down packaging are when it's something I really like or it's something really expensive. This is really expensive. Anyways, the weight on this is 92.5 grams. I have not started using this yet, but I'm gonna. I was kind of just not using it yet because the eye cream I'm currently using is almost done. So I can roll that in fairly soon. So that should show progress soon. Next is something else I'm probably mispronouncing, Cerebus. Often referred to as the Hound of Hades, it is a multi-headed dog that guards the gates of the underworld to prevent the dead from leaving. Depicted as a three-headed dog in most forms of media. And the prompt is something with three of something. 3 shades, 3 uses, 3 textures, blah. I chose a trio, a blush trio. This is the Alamar Cosmetics Colorette Blush Trio in Fair Light. And we have, this is what it looks like right here, and I want to use it 10 times, which I do not think will be a problem. And I like these shades. I've used it before. I like the formula. At least I remember liking the formula. We will see, but 10 uses shouldn't be too bad. I've already finished a blush this year, so I'm kind of exploring my collection a little bit before I jump right into starting to pan another blush. Okay, so next we have Fenrir, a monstrous wolf of Norse myths known as the son of Loki, which, do I have anything Loki back here? I do not. I have a ton of Lokis in my room, but not one right here. I even have a Build-A-Bear Loki, guys. I'm not kidding. Anyways, that makes me, I should have put something Loki related back here. Sometimes I got a son of Loki in the prompts, but oh well. The trick, anyways, I'm just gonna start rereading it. A monstrous wolf in Norse myths known as the son of Loki, the trickster god, known for his strength and for being evil. The gods bound him with a magical chain, and the prompt is a product relating to wolves or a product that is tricky. I didn't have anything related to wolves that I could think of off the top of my head, so I went with something that was a little on the tricky side. It is the Lifestyle Co. Green Tea and Aloe Natural Body Polish. I do not like this. I don't like the smell, which is unfortunate because I thought green tea and aloe, I should love that, but I think it's one of the things where I like them separately, but I don't really enjoy them together. Now the thing about this is it has a jelly texture, for one thing, which kind of icks me out. I don't know, I'm weird like that. But This is one of those where if you use too much, it doesn't work right. It just turns into a thick paste on your legs. To actually get the scrub going, you use as little as you can get away with. So it's a little tricky. I thought it made sense. Anyways, number 7, we have Ghoul, a legendary evil being that robs graves and feeds on persons, a demon-like or monstrous humanoid, a person who delights in the macabre or whose occupation directly involves death, like a grave digger or grave robber. I could be called something of a ghoul. I used to want to be a mortician. And I couldn't even tell you why I didn't become a mortician. Oh, that's right, because I wanted to get into forensic sciences and then realized that I'm terrible at chemistry. And my career path just kind of zing-zonged and careened from there. That's why I didn't become a mortician. And I can't figure out how to become one now. So, whatever. Anyways, tangent aside. And the prompt is a product that you wish was dead in your collection. And I don't particularly like this product, and I have too many of the general category, so yes, I want it dead. And that is the April Skin Real Carrot Acne Foam Cleanser. Now, I am an oily bitch. I like acne products. Something about it's really thick and almost kind of pasty, or paste-like, so I don't love it. But it's usable, so I'll just use it and use it up. Anyways, we're starting about right here. It might be a little bit lower, but I doubt by much, so I'm just going to leave the mark there. Next is golems, a creature formed out of the lifeless substance such as dust or earth that is brought to life by ritual incantations and sequences of Hebrew letters. Brought into being by a human creator, becomes a helper, a companion, or a rescuer. And the prompt is a product that helps or rescues you every time. And I chose a deep conditioner that I can always depend on actually working for my hair. It is the Briogeo Don't Spare Repair Deep Conditioning Mask. This always works for me. I never have any issues with it. I like the smell. I figured it counted. I actually got this as a birthday gift from Ulta last year because I don't know what was supposed to be the gift, but I don't think it was this. But when I went in, this is what they had, and I was like, you know what? I actually really like that, so I don't care. Anyways, we are starting right here. This has not been used, but there's only like 1.5 ounces in it. Like it's a little it's not a mini, but it's basically a mini. It's kind of like a travel size, but it's not one that I think anybody actually sells. So that shouldn't be hard to go through. Next is Gorgon. Medusa is the most famous represented. Sisters with snakes in their hair who had the power to turn anyone into stone who looked at them. A very beautiful woman. And the prompt is a hair care product. I kind of wish I had a snake head, like the snakes all over instead of horns, because that would be so cool. Anyways, we have a hair care product. This is the Living Proof Anti-Frizz Nourishing Styling Cream. We are starting right here. I have like 2 things I have to use up before this one, so this is not going to get worked on right away, but maybe it'll get worked on by the end of the year. I hope so. I would really appreciate that. Next is Griffin. Legendary creature with the body, tail, and back legs of a lion, the head and wings of an eagle, Used to denote strength and military courage and leadership. Combination of intelligence and strength. A product that takes all of your strength to use. And this is not a good all of my strength, because I'm terrible at lotions. This is the Body Shop's Body Butter. It's the only full-size body butter that I have. This one is in the scent Frosted Berries. This is from a couple of years ago. I really need to use this up. I don't think I'm going to use it up by the end of this year because I'm working on another body butter. But it's starting to, the more I've been smelling it today, the less it has bothered me, but there is a hint of something kind of plasticky smell in there. Like I could still smell the berries, and maybe it always smelled a little plasticky and I didn't care. I don't know, because I have 3 mini body butters left, and one of them is in here, and none of them smell like that. And another one is a berry scent, so I don't know what's going on with that. But I really want to use that up. I hate putting on lotion, but I have so much of it, so I should. Next is Leviathan. A sea serpent possesses superhuman strength, speed, stamina, and agility. Superhuman intelligence. Easily can take down angels and their prey. Damn. A product that you can easily finish or meet your goal on. I chose this because it is most of the way done. This is actually a rollover from last year. It is the Tarte Breezy Cream Bronzer in Seashells. As you can hopefully see, I have wrecked the absolute crap out of it. It is almost done, but I think it will take further than the end of this month. So I did want to actually like go ahead and roll this to a different project pan. But if I update this in 2 months instead of every month, this might be done by that point as long as I'm actually wearing makeup. Because I figured out a way I like wearing it. I apply it with a brush and then I blend it in with a sponge. It doesn't really waste a lot of product, I would say, because I use everything that I pick up with the brush. But it actually makes me wear it every day, so it's making me go through it a lot faster than I was. Next is the Loch Ness Monster, Nessie, a creature in Scottish folklore that is said to inhabit Loch Ness, often described as a large, long-necked, and with one or more humps protruding from the water. So like a sea serpent-y thing, but instead of living in the sea, it lives in Loch Ness. A product with embossing or raised imprint on the product. And I chose this because I am not working on enough freaking palettes. Anyways, this is OPV Beauty London Spotlight Eyeshadow Palette. And the imprints are actually the brand name. They're on every shadow. And I want to use this no pan left behind style where I use each shade once. Now, I'm going to keep track of every shade, every time I use this, like every shade that I use. Like normally when I do stuff like this, I put a, what's it called? It went away again. A Post-it note, that's the word. And my palettes to track that. So if I use any shade more than once, we'll know. But I do want to at least use each shade once, and that might take me a while because there are 18 shades in here. But it has a lot of variety. I'm really wanting to dive into this. I've almost put this into like 3 different project pans, and each time I took it out, but this fit very well, and I do really want to, you know, see how the formula is because I've had it forever. Manticore, a legendary animal with the head of a man, normally with horns, the body of a lion, and the tail of a dragon or scorpion. It's a chimera related to the Sphinx, often feared as being violent and feral, depicted throughout Renaissance period in many forms of art. And this is a product that is considered a work of art, and the packaging on this is definitely considered a work of art. I've never actually used this and I've had it forever, so let's fix that. This is the Charlotte Tilbury Film Star Bronze and Glow. So mine is the one with the bronzer and highlighter in it. I used, I believe, both the 20% off like spring sale or 15% off spring sale coupon. That used to be 20%. And I had a gift card when I bought this because this thing is like $70. But I just want to use this 20 times. I have heard from people who have panned this that this is a beast to pan. Even hit pan on, much less finish. So just 20 uses. I'll just use it when I use the bronzer, I'll use the highlighter together, so we'll know how I feel about both of them. I'm sure I'll like it fine. Next is Ogre. Ogre. A large, hideous, man-like beast that feasts on ordinary beings, especially infants and children. Appears in classic works of literature and is often associated in fairy tales and legend with a taste for the young. Ooh. I'm in a very Halloween mood. Deal with me. This is a product that's considered a classic. This is another rollover, but I do think it qualifies. It is the Maybelline Color Tattoo. You know, these were so the rage for so long. Everybody had a collection of them, and then they discontinued them. This is Back to the Bronze, which was a very classic shade in the line. Now, I know they redid these. I've never tried the new formula. Maybelline's not cruelty-free, so I have no idea if they're as any good as any of the old ones. Mine, and I do have like a freaking collection of them. They are a little dry at this point, but Inglot Duraline, if you have it or want to spend the money to get it, works fantastically with these. You just put in a couple of drops, you mix them together, and they're just like new. So I want to finish that. Finally, one day. Anyways, next is Oni. If you're like me, you know Oni from the MTV show Teen Wolf. Yeah. Not even gonna lie. It's like, you guys know I like Buffy and Angel. Why wouldn't I like Teen Wolf? They're very similar shows. Supernatural in high school. I love that shit. Anyways. Evil spirits from Japanese myth, large in size, possesses human strength, and are terrifying in appearance, associated with disease, calamity, and misfortune, considered to be wrathful and uncontrollable. That's what I saw on the show. It is a product in some way related to Japan or another Asian country. Now, mine are related to Korea because it's Korean skincare, but I didn't really have much of anything that was like specifically Japanese beauty, because when you get Asian beauty over here, you usually get Korean. There's at least one brand I know of that's actually from Japan. I can't think of it off the top of my head, but it's okay. So what I chose was the matching moisturizer to that face wash, which I do like. I remember liking a good deal more than the face wash. This is the April Skin Real Carrot Cream. There was also like a serum that went with this, but I used that up ages ago. And once again, this is about where we're starting. Although I could see directly through this. It's just a little high on one side, and this is where it is on the other. But there's like a dip in the middle, so I went in the middle. But these I'm probably not going to get to until 2023. So you're not going to see these in the first update, which is okay. Pegasus. A winged divine horse depicted as pure white, a white product. Another rollover. This is the Fenty Beauty Kilowatt Foil Freestyle Highlighter in Sandcastle. White packaging, white product. I rolled with it. If I don't finish this at some point, I'm going to scream. This could have went for Banshee too. I have been working on this for so long, and it won't die. I've been working on this for over a year because I had it in another project before the 2021 This is Pantasy where I hit pan on it. So I thought, okay, I can finish this in a year. I didn't finish it in a year. So I'm just like, die. Anyways, next is Pixie, a mythical creature of British folklore, mischievous, short of stature, and childlike. Kind of sounds like me. Fond of dancing and gathers outdoors in huge numbers to dance throughout the night. I also like dancing. Maybe I'm a pixie. And anyway, a product from the category you have the most of. I have a crap ton of eyeshadow, so I chose an eyeshadow. This is my final rollover, I believe. It is the NYX Primal Colors, technically pigment, but I use it as an eyeshadow in hot green. I had a pan in it at one point, and then I dropped it, and it broke into like 5 pieces, and I had to repress it. I really want to finish this one day. I just didn't use it worth the crap in this last year, but I really want to change that. This is actually going to be part of my Halloween look as well because I need green skin. So hopefully that will help with that. But when I do that, I usually just put on my lightest foundation. And then if I'm going to buff in an eyeshadow as my powder, I just kind of slowly buff it in on top and make sure everything's even. It takes for freaking ever, I'm sure you can imagine. But it works when you don't want to use green face paint. This works for that. And then you go over it with like a translucent powder, like truly translucent, not white. Because if you put white powder on top of it, it just destroys everything you did. I try to turn my face green, not white green. Anyways, next is, I'm going to pronounce this wrong because I have no idea how to say it. It is Skilla? Skilla? I don't know. A supernatural female creature with 12 feet and 6 heads on long, snaky necks. Each head having a triple row of shark-like teeth, while her loins were girdled by the heads of baying dogs. Damn! I'm gonna have to put, hopefully I remember to put a picture of everything in, but I'm definitely putting a picture of this in because I can't even picture it. Famous for munching on some of Odysseus' crew when the hero cruised through the narrow strait where she made her home. And this is used like one product 12 times and another product 6 times. And I'm just like, I'm still wigging over that description. I admittedly did not read all of the Odyssey. I read the Iliad, but not the Odyssey. Damn. And I read the Aeneid. I missed the Odyssey apparently. Anyways, for my product for 12 uses, I chose this. It is the Natasha Denona Blush Duo in Golden Caribbean, which really is a blush and highlighter. This formula confuses the crap out of me because it's like powder, but kind of chunky and creamy at the same time. It's weird. I have to figure it out. It's like the first time I played with it, it like chunked off on me, but now it's actually behaving like normal. And the other product I have, it's gonna look like crap because when Sephora sent it to me, it was in like 8,000 pieces, so I had to repress it. But it is the Makeup Revolution and Simpsons collab. This is actually the Summer of Love Sunshine Ombre Highlighter, but like super cute packaging. This is not a highlighter for me. I think this will be a blush. And if it's too dark to be a blush, I will make it an eyeshadow. But I can probably make that work as a blush or a blush topper type, thing. Next is Sphinx, a mythical creature with the head of a human, the body of a lion, and the wings of a falcon. Mythicized as treacherous and merciless and will kill any of those who cannot answer her riddle, Greek myth. Sphinx depictions are generally associated with architectural structures such as royal tombs or religious temples. You need a royal themed product. And I chose this. This is one of my Zany Laney sprays. Somehow I still have some. And I've been hoarding this one, so that's why I still have this one. Anyways, it is the one that I actually made. It is burdened with glorious purpose, and well, I guess this is something Loki related that I could have because this is actually based on Loki. He is a prince. I think that counts as royal. It's never been used. I tried to say brand new, but it's not new. I've had it for quite a while. There it is. This is my last one, which makes me very sad. I will even show you the cute little packaging on there. Honestly, I wish I'd bought like 5 when they went out of business. I didn't. I bought like 2. Anyways, we are almost done. Next is Typhon, Greek. Considered the mightiest and deadliest monster of Greek myth, known as the father of all monsters, a fire-breathing dragon who had 100 heads that never slept. Metal. Something you feel fathered a trend or something in the panning community or makeup community. I have to go grab it. I forgot it on the other side of the room. So I chose a freaking eyeshadow because this is definitely very popular in the panning community. I don't know if it necessarily fathered it because my personal freaking didn't, but it made sense in my head when I chose it, okay? Anyways, so this is actually currently in my Nightmare on Panty Street for 10 uses. But here I want to finish it. This is it right here. I don't think it'll be a problem because I hit pan on it in like 4 uses. Although I'm sure the middle is the thinnest part of like the pressing because usually when you repress, at least I find, the product tends to go out. So like the edges are always higher than the middle. I want to finish it. I don't think it will be a problem. I just have to remember to use it. Finally, we have Yeti, an ape-like creature purported to inhabit the Himalayan mountains of Asia, commonly referred to as the Abominable Snowman. And if you're my age, the Abominable Snowman looks like this, with Bugs Bunny. And the prompt is a winter or snow themed item. And this was from their Christmas collection a few years ago, so I think it counts. It is the Body Shop Softening Body Butter and Berry Bonbon. Just a little mini, thank goodness. Still smells nice. Like I said, that berry full-size one I have might just have a little bit of a weird smell. I have had it for multiple years, but I don't think it's going bad on me anytime soon. I just need to make sure to use it up before the smell does really start to turn. But this one smells fine. So, I've been here forever, but thank you guys for tuning in. I hope you stuck through it. And as always, I do really appreciate it, and hopefully I will see you later. Bye!